So hi, my name is Julien. So I'm an engineering team lead, and I've been working for SpotMe for 1 year and a half. When I joined SpotMe, the team was pretty young, so we spent quite some time learning to work together. So that was the storming effect. And now, after 1 year and a half, the team is more mature. So we learned about improving how we work together, and which is very interesting. As a team lead, my job is to lead the team. So a big part is actually organization of the time, the ceremonies like retrospective, the dailies and stuff like that. Then there is all the planification, coordination with the product team, and then a bit of development because I'm still a developer and developing is like resting times. And then there is around like 20% of that times, which is handling supports because we also handle level 3 supports. So that's finding solution for customers and improving the product. So most of our work is based on JavaScript. So we use Node.js for the backend, for instance, with a NoSQL database like CouchDB and also some SQL database like timescales. Then in the front end, we use mostly the Vue.js frameworks. And then we have also stuff like Jenkins for the pipeline, for the CI, and typically Cypress for automatic testing. That will be the big companion that we use. Main technical challenge is actually finding the good balance between introducing new feature and maintaining existing codes. Developing at SpotMe, it's like fixing an airplane while in flight. That's what we often say. So we always need to be careful to make sure that the product keep on working. So that's mean automatic test, good validations, and this is a very challenging environment. We work on a development cycle of 2 weeks. So we have a sprint of 2 weeks. The first Monday, we do sprint planning. So we gather and decide what we're going to work on in the next 2 weeks. Then every morning we meet, and during 15 to half an hour, we sync on what we're going to work today, what has been done the previous days. This daily is actually very important because all the teams is working remotely. So this is the only time that we spend all together, and we make sure that everybody's working on the same subject. By the way, working remotely is pretty cool in that environment, and that's very energizing at SpotMe. What happens at the end of the first week, we start moving all the code to the staging environment, where it gets tested by the testing groups and validated also by the product to make sure that we meet the requirements. At the end of the second week, we meet all for the sprint review, where we discuss with the product team and decide what will be visible in productions. And then the next Tuesday, everything gets in productions and get visible by the customer. One of the values that I really like is be curious and always improving. It matches really the notion of agility, of always improving, which is something very, very important for me. And in the context of SpotMe, which is a very complex environment, very challenging, improving is the key and being curious is the key. You will always need to learn something. You will always learn something. I'm impressed that every day after 1 year and a half, I'm still learning something new every day. And that's really one of the things that I love about SpotMe. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. Now, more seriously, I would say that if you like working with very talented people in an environment that is constantly evolving, come and join us. This is really a good place to work.